If you caught our past 2 episodes, you'll recall the fun we had heaving 2 64-knot wind squalls, our anchor dragging and hitting an island wall in the middle of the night, and running from a tropical depression. Fun times. Well, we finally got the chance to relax a little bit in the Exumas and assess the damage.
One look in your eyes and I find it. When you leave in my mind I rewind it. When you got it this good, you don't fight it.
We found out about a local bar hangout about a mile from the marina, and a dockhand gave us a ride over to check it out. So I'm gonna explain the proper way to do a tequila shot, right?
Traditional Navy fighter pilot.
Yes.
Navy fighter pilot.
And first of all, you need a participant.
A willing one.
A willing one.
Thank you, Lynn.
Or maybe, yeah.
Ooh. It's only a mark there.
Leave it a mark there.
Don't leave a mark. Her husband will be upset.
Yeah, you usually ask permission for that.
No marks.
You're supposed to have this in your mouth.
Yay! The big heart, the big heart, the big heart! Yeah!
I guess this is telling me I'm so.
We don't know where we're at.
You're right.
But where are we at, Ed?
Don't ask him. He thinks you're going that way.
But we are.
I mean, but what, it is an easy fix.
We're going that way.
So is this telling this? Well,
You
me
know
I'm
what?
going that
Just
way.
leave it to me and
we gotta
Dana.
we gotta go that way to the road.
We know where we're at.
Okay, yeah, yes, okay, you're right. Yeah, he's right. Ed is right.
You tell
I know which way the
I'm the
black.
captain.
I know which way
I'm
the
the captain now.
Yeah.
I'm oh, that would be
I know
Captain
which.
Phillips.
I know which way Jesus gave it.
Well, we are about halfway between Chub Cay and Nassau, and we're on our way over to the Exumas. We're going to probably spend the night at Cay. So we're going to cut through the harbor over at Nassau, then come out the other side and cross over through the Yellow Bank. Right now it's a little bit cloudy and drizzly, and I'm hoping it clears up before we hit the Yellow Bank, because there's a lot of coral reefs out there, and it's a lot easier to see them in the sunlight, near impossible to see them in the clouds. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on that, and we'll catch you along the way. What we had just done is we anchored overnight by Cay. And It was pretty good overnight. However, I mean, it held well, but we weren't able to get into the horseshoe, and we were in the, I guess, the northern part where it's kind of narrow for a boat our size. Today, the winds were blowing harder and the waves were coming in, and I just didn't feel comfortable with how close we were to the rocks and how strong the current was moving. So we decided to try to get into the horseshoe, where we made a couple of attempts, 3 attempts, I guess, trying to grab onto, get a good hold, but we couldn't. And honestly, it was really too narrow. And we decided to give up on the horseshoe and then just anchor over at Highborne, north of Highborne, so we can beat the south winds. And we immediately got a great hold over here, and we're locked in. And not only that, if we were to break loose, we're nowhere near hitting something like we would have been over there in the by Allen Key, or even like we were a couple of days ago when we did hit the wall. So I guess I'm a little paranoid about having things behind me now when I'm anchored. So anyway, we're happy here. It's about 1 o'clock, and I think it's 5 o'clock in England right now. I'm pretty sure. So.
Dun 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 dun.
We noticed that one of our trim tabs was pointing straight down, so Eric decided to take a look. It turned out that both the pins holding the trim tab to the actuator had broken. They're made of plastic and they're meant to break if too much pressure is applied to the tabs, preventing more serious damage to the boat. However, we're not sure why they broke. It was on the starboard side, so it was not damage from hitting the island wall, and well, for all we know, it could have been this way for a while, since I do not use the trim tabs at hull speed. While he was under the boat, we decided to inspect the damage from hitting the island wall. As you can see, it was mostly paint damage. The blue paint that you see is the original bottom paint that was on the boat when we purchased it. We use black bottom paint now so that we can see when the paint has worn off and we need to repaint. The white that you see is the barrier coat underneath the blue bottom paint. There was only one small scratch that might need a little bit of epoxy filler, otherwise just paint damage. While we're here, we might as well check the anchor as well.
It's set, but it's not very good. I can see the bottom of the flukes. So if you want to back down while I'm here, yeah.